we've all been lied to about focus. Headlines scream attention span is dying, and the internet's advice is always to lock in. I tried that. It brought me 15 minutes of focus and then an hour of scrolling. So I decided to go digging through neuroscience, and what I found was a 5-minute focus reset protocol. It completely rewires your brain's reward loop, and no one online is talking about it yet. Here's the plan for this video. First, I'll break down why your focus collapses in the first place. Then I'll show you the results from my own experiment with this protocol. And finally, you're gonna get a guided step-by-step walkthrough so you can start using this today. But first, I think it's crucial you understand what your brain actually needs. So let's start with why locking in never actually works. Think of your brain like a coffee shop. There's only a certain amount of seats available in the cafe. The front of your brain, your prefrontal cortex, is responsible for managing capacity. A study from the University of Birmingham shows after just 23 minutes of deep work, your brain's glucose levels drop by 20%. So you're making fewer lattes, you're serving fewer customers, and total production is just going downhill. Try to push longer and the shop is just gonna run out of fuel. Focus scatters, then willpower dries up. Suddenly, you're getting nothing done after just an hour. Now, the study also found 3 other things that completely mess with your brain's focus levels. Number 1, variable rewards. Likes, messages, notifications all trigger an unpredictable reward. This is what neuroscientists call a variable ratio scheme. Now, that sounds really confusing, but you can think of it as the same thing casinos use to keep gamblers hooked. Now, this leads right into the second thing they found. Dopamine uncertainty. Since your brain doesn't know exactly what reward is coming, the anticipation alone floods you with dopamine. So you check your phone real quick again and then again. Because your brain doesn't know what's coming, it's an infinite cycle of anticipation and reward. And this constant checking leads right into point number 3. Focus reset to 0. Each glance at your phone knocks your brain out of deep focus. The study shows that just 3 seconds of distraction lead to 40 minutes of lost attention time per day. So the longer you try to force this lock-in, the louder the slot machines are gonna get. So your mental cafe runs out of lattes, the casino drains what's left, and by the end of the day, you're absolutely exhausted. But you're still expected to open again tomorrow. So most people solve this with caffeine and further locking in. That's like cranking music in a broken car. Sure, you might feel alive, but nothing's actually fixed. What restores focus isn't more effort, it's a reset. And that's where NSDR comes in and why it works better than anything else I've ever tried. NSDR stands for non-sleep deep rest. It's a technique designed to put your brain in a calm, healing state without falling asleep. NSDR keeps your brain alert, but also clears the clutter at the same time. So let's take a deeper look at what's actually happening when you use the NSDR method. Your body enters a parasympathetic state. This is where your heart rate slows, your brain begins to clear, and your prefrontal cortex can finally relax. It also drops your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. This is the biggest benefit of NSDR because stress has been directly correlated with shrinking the part of your brain that helps you critically think and focus. Even just 5 minutes of NSDR has been proven to have some insane effects. It restores attention regulation, reduces the body's addiction to dopamine, and allows the next task to feel frictionless. In short, it puts you back in the driver's seat. But I think I should keep this coffee analogy going on, so let's compare it to coffee really quick. Caffeine in coffee is a short buzz followed up by a crash. In one study, they compared the brain scans between coffee and NSDR. What they found really surprised me. After 40 minutes of work, a 5-minute NSDR brought the calm alert signal higher than it was in the beginning. Now, I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but all that matters is it allowed you to focus even better after 40 minutes of work. Still skeptical? So was I. So I went and I tested it on myself. Stick around though, because at the end, I'm going to walk you through this exact protocol step by step. But first, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is my goal for the year. Thanks for watching the video so far. Now, before jumping into the results, I want to share with you that I didn't just test this randomly. I set up 2 nearly identical days. Same workloads, no new productivity hacks, same time blocks. Day 1, I did not do the NSDR method. I just went about my business as usual. On day 2, I implemented the NSDR method twice. Once after waking up and once midday. I tracked a few different metrics. I tracked phone pickups, task completion rate, and hours worked. Now let's look at the results. On day 0, I recorded 211 phone pickups, which is pretty embarrassing. I completed 2 hours of deep work, which I measured with Pomodoro technique time blocks. And I completed 2 out of the 5 tasks I had planned. On day 1 with the NSDR method, I measured 95 phone pickups. That's less than half of what I recorded on day 0. I completed 3.5 hours of deep work, which is 1.5 hours more than I did on day 0, and I also completed all 6 of my tasks I had planned went for the day. All those results from only 5 minutes of my day. Now, numbers aside, I want to look at what it felt like mentally. In the morning, I had very little mental fog. After I completed my NSDR method, I was able to instantly go eat breakfast and get straight to work. Now, when I did the NSDR method again after lunch, I didn't feel any sort of afternoon crash. I was able to instantly get right back into work. And the urge to scroll practically vanished. I didn't fight myself to close Instagram. I actually had to remind myself to open my text messages. If these results sound interesting and you want to capitalize on this as well, I'm going to run you through this 5-minute reset together right now. Okay, I want you to pause everything right now. We're about to do something different than I've ever done on my channel. You are about to run the entire NSD protocol with me right now. Find somewhere to sit or lie down. Just get comfortable and get somewhere quiet. You don't need to close your eyes yet. I just want you to listen to my voice for now. Let's go over some brief instructions. You won't be sleeping. You won't be meditating. You'll be gently rewiring your brain's stress circuits. I'll walk you through each part. All you need is 5 minutes, and I'm going to throw a timer probably right here on the screen now. All right, I want you to close your eyes for me. Take one deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold it for 8, and then breathe out for 4 more. Let's do it together 3 times. Now do the rest on your own. I want you to start noticing your body. Feel your feet drooping to the floor or maybe in your bed wherever you're laying at. Your hands, your head, your shoulder, your jaw. I want everything to start beginning to relax. Let everything droop down a little bit and focus solely on your breathing. You need to try to relax everything and allow your brain to truly rest. Now begin to shift all of your awareness towards your breath. Focus on breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. No need to change what you're doing. Just focus on consistently having this breath going on throughout this entire method. You're not focusing on fixing anything right now. You're not trying to perfect yourself. Just focus on the breathing. If your mind begins to drift, that's totally okay. Just notice it and slowly redirect yourself back to your breath. Now, this may sound very similar to meditation so far, but right now we're staying alert, we're staying awake, and everything's staying coherent and flowing. So again, just focus on your breath and allow yourself to finally relax. Now, I want you to imagine you're standing in a quiet room or out in an open field. Imagine there's wind around you, but there's not much sound. It's just you peacefully out there by yourself. This space exists for your mind to flow. Now, I know this is starting to sound a little bit philosophical, but again, as long as you focus on your breath and you imagine yourself in this place of tranquility, in this place of relaxation, you're going to start to feel yourself gradually relaxing. And once again, I just want to remind you, you're not doing anything special. You're not fixing anything. You're not perfecting anything. All you are is being present and being here in this moment. Now, I want you to start to bring awareness to the sounds around you. Maybe it's the sound of your fan whooshing in your room. Maybe it's my voice. It can be your own heart beating. It doesn't really matter what the sound is. Just start bringing your attention to the sound along with your breathing. Let everything wash over you without giving it a reaction. You don't need to worry about what setting your fan is on. You don't need to worry about how fast it is. All you need to focus on is your breathing and the sounds around you. If any stressful or extra thoughts begin to start popping up, just tell them not right now. Focus yourself back on your breathing, back on the sounds, and continue relaxing. Now, I want you to start gradually bringing awareness back to your body. Feel your feet, feel your hands, feel your back. Allow everything to just be there and be as it is. Now, you could pause the video right here and continue the protocol for as long as you need. But whenever you're ready, open your eyes, press continue, and let's talk about what just happened. You just ran the full NSDR protocol. I'm very happy for you, and I hope you found it useful to have my voice guiding you throughout it. That reset stress calmed your brain's noise layer and allowed you to rebuild focus from the ground up. If you found it helpful, I want you to try it once after waking up and once after your afternoon break or lunch or whenever you find time in the middle of the day. If this helped, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to see me go deeper on other tools to help you become actually more productive. Again, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again soon.